In the great state of Montana, game wardens fight a daily battle. They fight to enforce state game laws and protect our natural resources. Nearly 5 years have passed, and today, suspected poachers will come to justice.
Count 5. Guilty. Count 10.
Guilty.
A grizzly bear in Region 4 has wardens on full alert.
Killed a pretty big cow, so it's probably a pretty big bear.
And it all happens right now.
You know what you did wrong? You're before shooting hours. There we go. You want to go to jail, Jay?
If you don't send him to prison, send him up to my house. I'll fix him.
Thank you, sir. You can step.
I got the arrest warrant, or we'll run him and see if he's got a warrant at the end, and if he does, then he's going. I don't think we have a choice but to take him to jail.
Yeah.
So it ended up with 2 felony arrest warrants and be multiple misdemeanor charges.
Obviously, safety's the priority here. We want everybody to come home today, so.
Team 1 has intentions of taking Subject 1 on a county road as he leaves his residence for work. Once he is apprehended, Teams 2 and 3 will make their move. The subject's car has been spotted and officers spring into action. Deputies are going to make a traffic stop as wardens close in to make the arrest. The stop has been made, and Wardens John Lasowski and Bob Hammer are talking to the suspect, letting him know why he's being arrested, while our camera crew moves in to catch the action.
We'll get everything squared away when we get up there. Did you have any questions for us at that time?
My wife can take the call?
Yeah, she can take the call. Okay, so if you just want to turn around and put your hand behind your back.
You're all good, no guns or anything like that? Cigarettes and lighter.
You just have the lighter.
Cigarettes and lighter. Okay,
Yep.
put your hand behind your back here for me.
Does she have somewhere she needs to go?
Oh, well, she was going to work with me. She works at... Hey.
This specific incident here, began with field game warden, in this case Brian Goley, that works in the Dearborn area. Noticed that there's a fair amount of activity at night, animals being poached, some of which got away, and he discovered.
Well, first of all, every individual or suspect in this case I've dealt with. I moved to the Cascade Warden District in 2003. And the names that we're talking about in this investigation are names that were brought up to me even back then, stating that, this is an issue, these are suspects that you need to watch because there's been problems in the past.
We're seeing the end of a 3-year major investigation, and all of our major investigations focus on multiple subjects, multiple violations, something that has multiple jurisdictions. In this case, it's felony violations. In this case, it also has a commercial nexus to it.
Team 2 arrives at the residence of suspect number 2, where they will execute the search warrant and interview him.
We just did a cursory search for officer safety. We've got the 2 occupants of the house sitting down. Right now we're talking to them, showing them the warrant. We're about to do the search, but just for cursory search, there's a few weapons, there's some deer racks, and we're about to go in and go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and see what we end up with.
These are the worst of the worst. They're the 1%ers in the hunting population. They're the people that we can justify focusing all this time and effort on trying to stop them, trying to take them down. And we take it seriously enough to pull in a whole region of wardens to help with the takedown, to serve 2 arrest warrants and 3 search warrants on the takedown. And we'll be spinning out from there. We'll be doing interviews through information that we collect and gather during the search warrant warrants that'll lead us to new names. I have no doubt whatsoever we'll discover other violations going down the road and moving forward. So it is the worst of the worst. It's a commercial violation. It's poachers at the worst. One of the main subjects hasn't bought hunting licenses in nearly his lifetime. So they're people that aren't contributing to the conservation. They're poachers. The one arrest warrant that we had left the house, was pulled over, stopped along the road, and arrested. His wife was with him. And so one of our wardens is going to give the wife a ride back to the jail. We do have some questions we need to talk to her about. And we'll interview her at the jail. She's not under arrest. She's going voluntarily. And when we're done with the interview, she'll be turned loose. And then the rest of us are proceeding to the house to serve a search warrant now.
Coming up, suspected poachers face a judge.
And this isn't the first time we've done it, and it ain't going to be the last.
Montana game wardens have come to Helena for their annual meetings, a bit of classroom work, and a whole lot of fun.
You got 3 mags. Come on up. Guys per cone. Guys per cone. 4 more down there. Get him.
It's a friendly competition. We try to make it fun. We try to make it active. We try to shoot a lot of bullets.
Shooter, stand by to fire! Fire!
Ironically, during the Warden's convention, 2 habitual poaching suspects face a judge just across town.
You've been charged by information with 14 crimes. They're all fish and game violations.
These individuals chose to go out and they left their house knowing they were going to break the law.
This whole case started in the summer of 2008, and it started out as a fishing outfitter case where we learned that these people always are also involved with hunting and hunting violations.
We have learned in the process is that these people poaching for a personal profit are willing to do anything. They steal wildlife from public or private land. It doesn't matter if the season is open or closed. It doesn't matter if it's daylight or at night. In fact, most of the activity is at night.
And throughout my career in the Cascade Warden District, I have had a opportunity where I've addressed violations with some of these suspects, and I have received information that that there was illegal activity going on. But really in 2008, I did receive a confidential information that one of the suspects was operating illegally as a fishing outfitter on the Missouri River.
And for that matter, it doesn't matter if it's Glacier or Yellowstone National Park. They're stealing for profit, and they're willing to do whatever it takes.
I realized with the information I had that it would be a great opportunity for our criminal investigation section of Fish, Wildlife and Parks to get involved. It's an undercover operation rather than an overt operation. And overt techniques, sometimes just, patrol techniques just don't work on certain people. You might catch them with one violation. Well, in fact, that there's multiple violations going on.
Warden Quinn Kuka assisted in the arrest and questioning during the takedown of the suspects.
This is a very unique case in my career that I've dealt with. As a game warden, you write the ticket and it's out of your hands after that. And then you hope that the court will do what is deserved in justice.
You're entitled to a fair, speedy, and impartial trial by jury. You're entitled to, and the state must prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You You have the right to confront your accusers and to cross-examine any witnesses who testify against you. You have the right to produce any witnesses who testify on your behalf. You may refuse to testify and may refuse to answer any individual questions that may tend to incriminate you. If you go to trial, you might be found guilty of a lesser included crime. That means that a jury might find that you're innocent of one of these charges, but that you're guilty of a less serious crime. And pending the outcome of the trial, you have the right to secure bail to release you from custody. The amount of that bail will be determined by me. Do you understand those rights that you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you gone over this plea agreement carefully with him?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about that?
No.
You know, they were feeding their egos. They weren't feeding families deer meat. They were feeding their egos. It was a contest to see who could get what buck.
Before entering your plea, have you been coerced, threatened, or promised any benefits if you plead guilty?
During interviews with these individuals, they talked about competition on how fast somebody could shoot, and if he didn't get it done, that the other guy would shoot it and take credit for it.
And here in this situation, we have very intelligent counsel. The defendants had a good attorney.
These are the worst of the worst as far as wildlife crimes are concerned. These individuals, like I said, left their house knowing they were going to break the law.
Later, wardens deal with a dangerous grizzly bear that's been killing cows. Wolf Creek, Montana. Warden Brian Goley patrols the Missouri River.
They're floating the river. Look at this guy fighting this fish. Killing it. Wow.
It's a busy weekend, and with so many people on the water, Goley should have a busy shift.
We're checking fishing licenses and life jackets and stuff like that, I guess. A lot of them are drinking. We'll see if they brought their empties with or they sunk them on the bottom of the river, which happens quite a bit.
Below Holter Dam, Goley runs into several anglers.
I do know one thing. It's going to be a weird day. Everybody keeps asking me where the Warden show is. Well, now it's time. Here we are. Hi. What's up? Are you supposed to be here? Probably not. How are you guys? All right. Catch any fish today?
Yeah.
You did? Good. Bye-bye. How are you guys? How was the fishing? Careful. You gonna get her? How's it going? All right.
So far we got 2 more.
Okay.
I'll show you on the pool.
Did you let them all go, or they're in the cooler? Okay.
I'll put all the tape out of the way and stuff right now.
All right, you guys. You can take it easy.
Okay.
How are you? How's it going? Got any fish? No fish. All right. Good luck. Kind of amazing. You get. I always check people down here. You know, I don't know if it's the place to be, but I check a lot of people that are deaf down here. There's a lot of groups. I don't. Just must be the spot. It's kind of hard to communicate with them, but you just look right at them and they know what they're doing better than I. I think that was the vehicle though. I don't see any more heads around the corner. So we can go. It's pretty slow.
Not much going on at the dam, but further downstream, Goley checks out another popular summer hangout.
You can just see the mood people are in. They're in this mood that they want to do what they want today and they don't want any restrictions. You can just tell. Some holidays are like that. They're drinking whiskey, look at that. BV right out of the bottle, did you see that?
Binoculars are a key piece of gear for wardens. The optics allow officers to check people, often without them knowing, most times, that someone's even watching.
BV out of a bottle in the sun can't be a good choice. I hope he doesn't go jump. Is he really gonna jump?
100 miles to the west, Warden Aaron Berg works the Blackfoot River. He's keeping an eye on anglers.
Okay, we're gonna sit here and watch.
Berg spots a couple drifting the river. They seem to be using the same fishing pole, passing it back and forth.
We were watching the gal fishing. The guy was on the oars.
The warden suspects one of them is fishing without a license.
As the raft approached closer to the road, they were kind of back off the road. And as the guy and gal approached closer to the road, the gal put the rod down, and a short time later he started fishing.
He decides to make a run up towards the next access site to check the anglers. Still ahead, Warden Goalie finds himself outnumbered.
You've
been warned one time, that's it.
In Helena, Montana, Region 4 wardens sit in on a major poaching case. The trial marks the end of a 3-year investigation that led to the arrest of 2 men.
Please rise and come to order. Please be seated. Good morning. Good morning, Judge.
The state charged defendant Brouillet with 14 counts of poaching. The criminal complaint alleges Brouillet killed more than 150 deer.
These are the worst of the worst as far as wildlife crimes are concerned. They stole opportunities away from the public of Montana. The number of deer they killed, the number of elk they killed, stole those opportunities away from some young kid or some family.
One by one, he admits to his crimes.
What is your plea then? To count 1, hunting with an artificial light. Count 2, hunting without landowner permission. Count 3, hunting with an artificial light. Count 4, hunting from a public highway. Count 5, hunting without a valid license. Count 6, hunting with an artificial light. Count 10, unlawful possession of a game animal. And count 11, unlawful sale of a game animal, which is amended to a misdemeanor, unlawful sale. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And what's your plea then?
The charges carry a potential sentence of $50,000 and 5 years behind bars.
I think it's interesting to note too that a lot of the animals were killed in areas that are open access to the public.
Your Honor, Mr. Brouillet, regarding counts 1 and 2, which are both connected to the same incident in November 2010, he does admit to hunting with an artificial light and hunting without landowner permission. Counts 3, 4, 5, and 6 also stem from the same transaction, as it were. And
Brouillet's attorney tries to convince the court to reduce charges, but it does little good.
In the end, I mean, what we're about is halting this activity.
It's very devastating, and I don't know how you can really put, how you can really quantify what was really done. A lot of these deer obviously were killed at night and may otherwise never have been killed. And the population dynamics and genetics, they affected that for hundreds of square miles probably in the areas that they shot deer.
he admits he's been violating hunting and fishing game laws for several years. He's very honest about the investigation and what it uncovered.
Over a 3-year period, We really don't know how many deer they killed or how many elk they killed. We just know that it was a lot.
However, there was some exaggeration from the press, not the press's fault, but for whatever reason, there was reported on a headline in the Independent Record that there was 150 to 200 animals killed, that he possibly killed a bighorn sheep. None of that was true, and he wants the court to know that he's never killed 150 animals in his entire life. And the bighorn sheep was a big issue. He picked up that sheep skull in the wild, which is a violation of the regulations. And he did sell it, which is another violation, but he did not kill that bighorn sheep. He just wants the court to know that.
I'll adopt the recommendation in the plea agreement, and suppose I have to round this off for the record. Total restitution is, that he's going to pay is $9,932.60. Lifetime forfeiture of privileges to hunt, fish, or trap, or accompanying others while they do it. Forfeiture of firearms. There's some guns in there that are listed, and all other personal property confiscated to the state that's, oh no, the rest of the property that was confiscated is to be returned. But he's forfeit these guns that are listed in the plea agreement and all of the other conditions contained in the plea agreement. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll never see you back here again.
Up next, Wardens watch as the second defendant faces the judge. You're watching Wardens only on Outdoor Channel.
And this isn't the first time he's done it, and it ain't gonna be the last.
Count 2, hunting without landowner permission.
Guilty.
Count 5.
Guilty.
Count 10.
Guilty.
It's been guilty, guilty, guilty so far as one defendant has faced a judge on several charges of unlawful hunting and poaching wildlife. Region 2 Warden Aaron Berg has suspicions of an angler fishing without a license, while Warden Brian Goley may have troubles of his own along the banks of the Missouri River.
Something's wrong.
And now in Helena, Montana, the second of 2 defendants makes his court appearance to face several charges of habitual poaching. These felony charges carry a maximum penalty of $50,000 and up to 5 years in prison.
Plead to count 1. Count 3 is amended to a misdemeanor, 4 through 8. And in exchange for his guilty plea, I'll dismiss 2, 9, 10, and 11.
The courts accused John Lindow of illegally killing elk and deer. A 3-year investigation led to Lindow's arrest. Today, he admits to his crimes.
Oh, are you here today?
Yes.
It's my understanding you're here for the purpose of changing your plea. And I'll remind you that you've been charged by information with 11 crimes, and it looks like those are all fish and game offenses as well.
Yes. Correct.
The entire time I interviewed him, he didn't lie to me. He didn't give me a runaround. I didn't have to chase him anywhere. He didn't resist arrest. He knew he was arrested.
Okay, what is your plea then? To count 1, hunting without hunter's warrant.
Guilty.
Count 2, unlawful possession of something. I don't know what that is.
Game animals, Your Honor.
Game animals, okay.
You mean count 3?
I'm sorry, count 3.
Guilty.
And count 4, hunting with an artificial light.
Guilty.
Count 5, hunting from a public highway.
Guilty.
Count 6, hunting without landowner permission.
Guilty.
Count 7, hunting with an artificial light.
Guilty.
And count 8, hunting without landowner permission.
Guilty.
Before accepting your plea to these charges, have you been coerced, threatened, or promised any benefits if you plead guilty?
No, I have not.
And do you understand these charges against you?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to these charges, you have waived some of the rights that I've just told you?
Yes.
In my career, I've never seen anybody admit and take responsibility and then walk away with his head held high still.
It's difficult because you want to make sure that you've done the best job that you can, and that the state, you represent the public of Montana, and you want to make sure that they're happy with the result of all the work that you've put into this. And
so the total restitution is $11,157.60. Fines are all suspended, and his hunting and fishing and trapping privileges are forfeited for life. His firearms are forfeited, and he has to remain law-abiding, and then there are all the other conditions of the plea. Any questions?
No.
It's unfortunate in this case where John Lindau's in his early 20s and he lost his privileges for life.
Well, I think generally given the situation and the condition of these two defendants, it's probably good as we could expect.
How I judge that is not so much in fines, but the fact that both these individuals lost their privileges to hunt and fish and trap in the state of Montana for their entire life.
And also it'll be 37 other states with the violator compact that we belong into. So essentially they've lost their privilege to hunt, fish, or trap in the majority of the United States.
We can't judge the person, but we can judge the act.
Coming up, wardens try and corral a dangerous grizzly. Augusta, Montana. More than 900 grizzly bears live in Montana's Rocky Mountain Front Range. A rancher called in wardens Dave Holland and Brian Goley to deal with a dangerous grizzly.
Killed a pretty big cow, so it's probably a pretty big bear.
If it's killing cows, it's going to be above a yearling anyway.
Yeah, this is like grizzly bear central here. They've lost track of how many bears are out here.
Yeah, I've never been to this ranch. That's why I wanted to come. I'm going to learn a lot today.
Yeah, these are great landowners. They've been really good to work with.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife agents trapped the bear after landowners complained the bear was killing cattle. The big grizzly took the bait in a snare trap, and now wardens have to corral the angry animal. Grizzly bear biologist Mike Maydell hopes to tranquilize the bear so wardens can safely move it.
My primary responsibilities are to manage the grizzly bear population here on the Rocky Mountain front, respond to and try to prevent grizzly bear conflicts with people, humans, and or livestock. Yeah, we've sort of estimated at 350 to 400 in weight, and I'm giving it an MZT combination with this, which is metatomidine and tilazol combined together, which is a good deal. It provides us with an antagonist. Generally, we're involved in a joint investigation with Wildlife Services on livestock depredations. Fish, Wildlife, and Parks will respond to all grizzly bear conflicts, but livestock depredations we joint investigate with Wildlife Services, and they're responsible for conducting control actions. And in this case, Wildlife Services captured the bear at a calf depredation site. We feel assured that we have the right bear. This was a bear that had been coming in and was captured right at the calf depredation site.
Using a truck, Maydell moves in to try and dart the bear. This is not going to be an easy procedure with the big grizzly worked up and caught in the snare. "120 miles to the southwest in Region 2, Warden Aaron Berg patrols the Blackfoot River. One inflatable raft catches the warden's attention. It appears the man and woman inside are sharing a single fishing pole. Warden Berg suspects one of the anglers may be fishing without a license. He heads downstream to make a stop.
Yeah, they have the pole put up.
The boat drifts by the warden without stopping. Officer Berg will have to move further downriver. Still ahead, Warden Berg tries to make his stop.
Something just doesn't seem right here.
Montana Game Warden Aaron Berg wants to stop and check these Blackfoot River anglers. Upstream, he spotted the man and woman sharing the same fishing pole. Officer Berg suspects these two may not be following the law.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and wait. They should be here in just a couple minutes. They're only upstream, quarter mile or so. So we'll pull them over in this nice, safe, calm water spot and check their water safety gear and check for some fishing licenses, because both of them have been fishing. So pretty pretty routine check on our daily workload, but you never know. Something just doesn't seem right here. So
Warden Berg finally spots the raft and asks them to stop.
How you guys doing? Pretty good. Nice day to be on the water, huh?
Awesome day. What's up?
Oh, I'm just gonna check a fishing license and stuff. I saw you fishing upstream, and make sure you got all your stuff you need. Are you guys by yourselves, or are you with somebody else? Or?
No, we're just kind of doing our own thing right now.
Okay. Is this just your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, do you have anything?
No, sir. She
No,
doesn't have anything.
Okay. Do you have any ID on you?
I sure don't know. I don't bring that around right there.
Okay.
The warden's instincts appear to have paid off. The woman has no ID and no fishing license.
2011 season fishing. You guys are with this guys, or no?
Oh, they're friends of ours.
Are
We're
they?
not really with them.
Okay.
We got our own situation going on.
That sounds good. You don't have any ID on you?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna cut to the chase. I watched you get fish quite a bit today. I've
She
seen
did.
you.
I was fishing yesterday.
Yeah, I've seen you a number of times. So, you gotta have a darn license to fish in Montana, don't you?
You know, we went to get it today, and she didn't have her ID.
And I didn't. I left everything in my purse at that.
How you guys doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. How's the water?
It's not too warm like you would think for this time of year.
Yeah. If you guys want to pull in, we'll check a license real quick.
Sure.
We've seen you fishing a little bit today. A Montana ID or driver's license? ID.
Whoa!
You all right, bud?
Slippery.
Well, I appreciate you being honest.
Oh, I have no reason not to.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, some people aren't as cordial as you are, okay?
That's cool. I have no reason to lie.
We know she was fishing.
I know I was fishing.
You can
yeah,
hand that back to Michael, thanks. How are you? Well, not necessarily, but if you got it on you.
Yeah. Are we free to vacate the
Andrew?
premises now?
Very good. Oh, you live up Crystal Creek.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been up there?
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, how are you, bud? How's it going, man?
Good.
2011 season. Very good, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you want to just come up to the truck real quick, Cindy? We
I
can
may
take
as well.
care of business, and then you can come back down, and you guys can be on your way. Turns out our experience and guts told us right. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna issue her a fishing without a license citation, and we'll run her and make sure everything's on the up and up. So what's going to happen is, this is the statute for fishing without a license. Where we are, my badge number, my name is Aaron Berg. The court recommended bond is $135.
Okay, so what are you just going to go to court then?
On or before the 24th day of August, Monday through Friday, 8 to noon, 1 to 5, the courthouse is open.
Okay.
Call them. Let them know your situation, okay?
Yeah,
hey,
go and lie to a judge. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna
I
lie to you.
appreciate your honesty,
Yeah.
Cindy. Seriously,
Oh,
we
yes,
get so
you
much
have to
grief
be.
out here.
Oh, I
But the bottom line is you need a license, okay?
No, I
Next time you go fishing, make sure and get a
I'm
license.
going to get one today if they're still open somewhere.
In Montana, if you fish without a license, someone will be watching. The odds are it'll be a warden.
Okay, Cindy, well, you take care, okay? Definitely, all the signs were there. The furtive movements, when she saw us upstream, the putting the pole down, that sort of stuff. And all those behaviors she exhibited for a reason, because she was guilty, but she was breaking the law and accepted her misfortune of getting caught.
Up next, wardens try and tame a wild grizzly. In Montana's Region 4, game wardens must try and tame a wild grizzly caught in a snare trap. Fish and wildlife officers set the trap after reports the grizzly had killed cattle on a nearby range.
We came in, we saw that she was captured well in a snare, no danger to her at that time. So we assessed her weight, we calculated it. I loaded up an immobilizing combination called MZT, or metatomidine tilazole, which is a real safe drug combination that also requires an antagonist in the end to arouse them, and it's much safer for us as human handlers and the biologists and wardens working together.
Wardens use a pickup to slowly move into range and try and tranquilize the grizzly. It is clear the bear isn't happy being stuck in the trap. With one shot.
That's it. That looks like a good hit. The plunger's down. Do you have a... just looking for the time. Oh, the time is 9:25.
Maydell sank a single dart into the grizzly. Now they need to wait for the drugs to kick in, but sitting too close could be a dangerous move.
All I had really was a neck shot. I was afraid to go for that rear leg, you know. Before you back out, let's just let the drug take effect some. Shut this off. Yeah, just shut it off. It's just a young bear. What did you say again for the time? 9:25. Maybe I should start.
The bear takes a run at the truck, and the wardens have to back off in a hurry.
Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, that's good.
Not a good time to have the engine.
Shut
that wasn't a huge hit.
That's what you call just a bluff charge. He wasn't going to go for us. He just wanted to spook us away, and he didn't. It didn't work for him, so he stopped.
Finally, the drug knocks out the bear.
Right now, Mike Bedell, our grizzly bear biologist, is working on the bear. We're going to tag it, radio collar it, weigh it, take some data from it, and then we're going to load it up, and eventually this bear will be relocated.
And that usually requires measuring her, taking biological samples, hair for DNA samples, for stable isotope work, for food ecological work, and then we also take a body condition estimate reading on her, basically a fat level, to tell us what kind of condition she is. We're trying to get sort of a correlation between bears that come into conflict in their body condition compared to research bears and other status bears.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Stabilizing. Oh, I think you won the prize.
What is it?
It's 283 minus 18.
I went 100 pounds over.
Okay. Went ahead, processed her, radio collared her with a conventional VHF collar that will last for at least 3 years. We've mounted on her, as you could see in the video, with a canvas spacer. So it's not required that she wears that collar all her life. The transmitter itself will only last 3 or 4 years, and that collar will drop off in 3 or 4 years based on the canvas spacers rotting and breaking off. In the case of management bears, particularly ones that have caused livestock depredation, we'll generally relocate them to another area. Just alone, the capture, the handling, and the relocation is a very strong form of reversing conditioning for a bear. And in my time working as a biologist the last 25 years or so, I see that being pretty effective. We often find bears don't come back into conflict again that are captured and handled for the first time.
This is the site where we caught the grizzly. They caught the grizzly last night. So right here is actually where what's left of the cow. This is the snare that caught the bear. The snow fence that you see was set up like a cubby, which kind of directed the bear into the snare. We have an undisturbed snare over here that has not been triggered. So basically how this works is just snare here. There's an attractant on top of the rock. Basically what it's designed for is when the bear comes back, it's gonna smell this attractant. It's gonna walk over here. It's gonna move the rock. There's more attractant down in the ground. So what we call this is a pipe set. So what we want the bear to do is to reach in to get the attractant. When it reaches in, it triggers the snare, and it will snare the bear up high, which will reduce the risk of an injury to the bear. And basically there's a spring system that runs away from the hole in this direction. So basically the bear comes up, rolls the rock off after smelling the attractant, and then will reach into the hole to get the attractant, triggering the snare and snaring it up on its leg.
Back on patrol, Warden Goley keeps an eye on the Missouri River. He spots boaters who appear to be in trouble.
I don't know what's going on, but they're elevating his feet. They got his head on like a PFD. I just don't know if we can even get to him. What do you see on the right, anything?
It appears someone in the boating party might be hurt. Warden Goley tries to find a way to get out to the boaters. They are the Wardens.
I don't remember it being this bad, puppy. I'm not gonna get wet, okay? Hello? Everybody okay? All right. I seen him from up there. I was wondering if he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, he just had a head rush when he jumped and sorry.
You gonna be fine?
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
You get a little heat stroke too, maybe?
Might have been the heat, but he had a head rush when he jumped and kind of when he came out of the water, didn't know where he was at, so.
All right.
Yeah, we're not agreeing to being filmed, so.
Okay, you guys, go stand over there for a sec, okay? Till I make sure he's okay. Okay?
All right.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said.
Okay, thanks a lot. Hey, sir. Sir, go stand over there with your friend for a sec.
Can we,
You've been warned one time. That's it. Okay, go over there and go over there with him, okay?
Can I ask you a question?
See who that guy is? Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, do you need me to call anybody or call a...
No, I apologize, for this. I fell into the water, but I didn't hit my head.
Okay.
So it's okay. They did a great job. I apologize.
All right.
I'm a very responsible adult.
Okay.
No,
it's okay. Things happen. I just want to make sure you're okay. You don't get back in the boat and then have a medical emergency when we can get you out right here.
No. Believe me, it hit the water, but it didn't hit any rocks or anything.
You feeling lightheaded is all? You don't feel sick to your stomach or anything?
No.
No bones hurt?
No.
Okay.
No bones.
We're just pulling out the...
Yeah, we'll be down here. If something doesn't work out, we can call for some help. Okay? Well, see you later. You betcha, man. No problem, guys. No problem. Yeah, it's not a problem.